Jeremy Ashmanner here, the BA Guide, and welcome to another episode of the BA Guide in Quarantine. Today we're going to continue talking about the business analysis institutes that help to drive forward standards and certifications, and we're going to be honing in on the BCS, also known as the Chartered Institute for IT. Wait, BCS, the Chartered Institute for IT, that acronym doesn't seem to fit very well, does it? Well, that's because the BCS used to be known as the British Computer Society, BCS. But they rebranded and changed it to be the Chartered Institute of IT a number of years ago at best to widen their footprint and be more worldwide. They didn't want to be specific to being considered the British Computer Society. So they rebranded to be more of a global footprint. Now, the BCS covers a lot of different areas and a lot of different topics. Obviously, one of them is business analysis, but they also have various standards and certifications around software testing and DevOps and user experience or UX. So there's a lot of different areas, plus there's other topics too, but we're going to focus in on business analysis in this case. But before we get to the certifications, let's talk a little bit more about the BCS. They're a nonprofit organization that's really helping to push those standards and worldwide best practices in business analysis. But as well, they have membership. So that's kind of how they grow and they get income to help the organization continue to evolve. So they have annual memberships like almost all of the other organizations do. The price does vary depending on, they have certain discounts. So I want to say the price is around like $150 to $175 just every year for the basic one. But if you're a student, you get hefty discounts as well as other things. So you can gain some various membership discounts with having access to, I believe, the exact same material and curriculum as otherwise. Now, one thing with the BCS, they tend to have a little bit less training available through them. So I think they use third parties to do a lot of it. So if you look at their website, they don't have a lot of resources or videos or podcasts or anything like that to actually learn a lot of the standards. Most of that, their website is dedicated towards helping you understand their certifications and what they do as an organization and how you can potentially utilize them to help your organization. But nonetheless, they do have a number of certifications and things they call diplomas that are out there that can help you as an individual. These certifications range from, really they're like different courses. If you think of like an online course, you have one topic that you're covering, you have different sections that's helping to teach that topic. That's a lot of what these little, what I'll call mini certificates are. It's one area of a specific scope. Like let's say the foundations of business analysis. That's one of their certificates. So it's helping to ensure that you understand that piece. And those certificates are nice. Those little module certificates are great. But where it really comes into play for the BCS is you can put some of those module certificates together to help you get an international diploma in business analysis. So that's kind of the overarching diploma or certification to help show that you have the wide scope of knowledge for that particular area. And so they offer a number of different modules and certificates, these mini things. I believe there's like 25 or 30 different modules that they offer. And those 25 to 30 modules, when combined in different ways, can help you to earn the International Diploma in Business Analysis or the Advanced International Diploma in Business Analysis. So you take each of those individually and then you get your overall diploma. So that's kind of how their certificates work. It's a little confusing, honestly, unless you start taking the modules. You kind of have to have your idea of what you want the end result to be and then start taking your modules to lead up to that. And you do have different choices for, you can take, one of these 3 modules and you have to take 2 of these 4 modules. So that's how they kind of piece it together for this full diploma. So you've got that, and the BCS is known for that. Now, with them being a British Computer Society back then, they were really focused in Europe, and that was really the only place that the BCS was very popular, where some of the other organizations and institutes have done a better job of being more global. Now, the BCS is trying to change that. It used to be that you had to go to one of their offices to actually take the exam, that certificate. But now it looks like most of their certificates can be taken at third-party remote testing sites ran by Pearson VUE, which is a third-party company that does remote testing. So you can go into those offices throughout the world to help, for you to pass your various modules, certificates, or to gain your diploma. So that's actually made it so it's basically ready to grow. It's going to not just be in Europe, it could spread elsewhere. But where that's actually going to spread to and what other countries are going to kind of pick it up, or what other organizations and the other companies are going to pick it up will depend on kind of what happens there. So that is the BCS in a nutshell. It's really used as more of an institute to drive those certifications. Again, those are known pretty well in Europe, but outside of Europe, I would probably lean towards maybe IIBA or PMI certifications until the BCS gets wider spread in a worldwide footprint. But nonetheless, the Chartered Institute for IT is another great institute that's helping to push forward standards for business analysis. So that is the BA Guide in Quarantine video for today. I hope that helps you to understand some of the most popular institutes for business analysis, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.